Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got something pretty, oh gosh, it's going to be pretty awesome, guys. It's been a while since we've checked out anything from Goodskrew or Get Goodskrew. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. So before I forget, this is a design by Genex blades. And yes, the cut in the video was me literally having to go back and confirm that. But I wanted to make sure that we got that so that I didn't leave out the designer. I have not opened this up yet, but I'm going to. I want to share this moment with you guys. Thank you so much to Goodskrew for sending this in for me to take a look. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me. I'll link any information about this down in the description. I don't think it's quite available yet, but it will be soon. Today's video is just an unboxing and first impressions. I won't be reviewing it quite yet. I'm going to guess it's in here. I don't know what this is. I mean, we're gonna open it up. Perhaps this is just the case and this is the knife. I don't know. That's part of the journey here. Oh, it's another. Oh, this is the. Yes. Oh boy, this is their new driver. I still have my Damascus one. Oh, cool. So this is green. So green is my favorite color. Is this crystal tie? Oh my gosh. Oh, is this crystal tie? Oh, it is. Is it crystal tie? I honestly can't tell. This looks like crystal tie. That's so sick. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why? Why are we like this? Why do we like this stuff? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh man, I love this. I love this. That's so cool. I'm a child. Oh, that's so neat. Okay, so these are, they're drivers that are on bearings, and then of course you can put this in right here, and then if you want to, you can spin this in all different directions if you want to, right? Super duper cool. And then the additional, I guess, washers and bearings if you need the replacement parts. This is spectacular, and I am super duper happy with this. I love what I assume is crystallized titanium. That is what this looks like. And I guess this is the same thing, but we have, because of the different angles, the different areas can be anodized different colors. That is so cool, man. I don't even know how to describe this. It looks like frozen, like if somebody like put the Statue of Liberty in a grinder and then took all the shavings and made something completely different out of it. I don't know how to describe this, but it's really, really cool. I love that color. Absolutely love it. Okay. Well, what would probably help is if we pulled the information out of here. So, certificate of legitness. That's neat. Okay, so you have all of the information there. There you go. The company and all of that. So this will have the actual, yeah, it's crystal tie. Well, there you go. I could have saved you guys a couple of minutes of me going, oh, but instead you got that, and then we can all read the card afterwards, right? But that's what it is, prototype. So apparently they're doing crystal tie. That's great. That will be a big thing coming up in the knife world, right? Crystal tie, crystal titanium is not necessarily brand new. It is a much more expensive process. As far as I understand, we will start to see this more and more on, knives that are, some of our favorite brands and favorite companies will probably pick up on the fact that this is popular. So we will start to see it more. So this, the knife, that's some, this, I'm really hoping that the name is in here so I can show you guys, because I will probably mispronounce it. Boy, it's a big fella. Oh my gosh, that is cool. Okay, I think this is called the Primarch. The Primarch. God, I hope that's right. I think that's what they said. Manufacturer is Riyadh. Now, obviously, this is going to be a little over the top for some people, and that's perfectly fine. But, oh, it's so easy to deploy to. Man, absolutely ridiculous. So, over the top, on purpose, 100% designed that way. This is not a design aesthetic that is meant to appeal to everybody. Clearly, right? But the amount of effort involved with this design is absolutely stunning. In fact, I'm not saying it's a copy in any way, but what it gives me is CKF vibes. Because they always go over the top. Every little area where there could be something going on, there is something going on. This is a Harpoon recurve compound Tanto. A lot there. A lot. So if this is Riot M390, which I'm almost certain it is, God, this is cool. Does it have a springy? Oh, look at the relief cut. That's so neat. Neat. Oh, I love it. They've anodized the little pin there. This pocket clip. There's more going on with this pocket clip than your average basic pocket knife. Like, it's insane. Look at the lock bar insert on this. Obviously proprietary hardware. Oh my gosh, what is this? I feel like I'm gonna push a button and the thing's gonna open it up and some lost space artifact is gonna come out of it. Or like this is somehow housing an infinity stone. And the outer case is some sort of puzzle that we have to solve. Look at the this is so cool. Big old thumb studs. Possibly zirconium. Obviously in the cutting path, but much more designy than anything else. Intentionally designy. They weren't like, oops, we made a knife that's more design than function. Whoops-a-daisy, right? I think people get kind of caught up in the idea that that's what happens sometimes. No, they did it on purpose, right? But what you still have is absolutely a functional knife. You just have a very crazy, over-the-top aesthetic, which is right within the general parameters of what Goodskrew likes to do, right? If you remember their last design. These little spaces open up to reveal what looks like zircotai, almost certainly. And I bet you, can we look inside? Let me get the other flashlight I've got out here is a little too bright. I want to get the dimmer. Which one? There you go. Let me get the dimmer. T3 there. It says Genex blade. That's who designed it. And then in here, we can't quite see, but there are obviously slabs of there is a slab of zircotai in there, and it's also in the pivot. And then it has a super complicated polished pivot collar there within lightly bronzed scales. Look at these two pieces here. Proprietary. I'm going to be honest with you. I literally don't care that it's proprietary hardware. I think this looks so cool. It just doesn't bother me at all. But these two pieces of titanium are coming together here. And what is this piece? And how is it held in there? This is like Mario, Super Mario Universe stuff. It's laid on top of the seam, is it? Boy, what an absolutely gorgeous construction. Yeah, it definitely is. So it's laid on top of that. But how it's held in there is, at the moment, a mystery. I bet the mystery is likely revealed as soon as you take those fasteners out. But I can't say I've seen anything like this before. Oh, it's Vanax. Oh, you guys. Man. Oh, man, this is sick. I love this. This is impossibly smooth, too. I'm so overwhelmed by this design. I have not mentioned here. We're on a very strange tier of smoothness. What is actually going on here internally? This doesn't feel like any washers I've ever felt, and it doesn't feel like any bearings I've ever felt either. I don't say this often. Dude, is the edge freaking mirror polished too? This is ridiculous. This is absurd. What? I mean, it's a titanium frame lock, but this is an evolution. Like, what is happening inside the pivot? I mean this. The pivot action is not like anything I've ever felt. Usually when I try to describe good, pivot action, I say, okay, you have your standards, like what you expect from like Wii or Bestec, or whoever, right? This is Riot. You have your standards, and then you have like your ultra smooth. You get into like the Koenig Arias or Shirogorofs, and people who have handled those knives know, like, yeah, there really is a difference, right? Or Harmon knives, and you just get the smooth. But this has a totally different feeling altogether. Smooth is a caveman way to describe this. There's not a word in my vocabulary that describes the... It feels like it's riding on nothing. It feels like it's riding on compressed air. That's wild. What is this? This is so crazy. Oh, man. I've gotten more complainy and critical and grouchy over the years. And I'm definitely not nearly as impressed with things as I used to be. But this is wild. This came absolutely... There's nothing about this knife that isn't impressive. Every area of this knife has something going on. Love it or hate it. I mean, look at this. The area in the back for the backspacer. Oh my gosh. This is wild, man. I really like this. Spectacular stuff. Okay. Any information that I have will be linked down in the description. I'm so wildly impressed by this. Thank you so much to Goodskrew for letting me check this out and share it with everybody. This was a very exciting package to open. I will do a review on this knife. I will get all of the details from Goodskrew, but we'll get all the information. I'll do a full review, and then hopefully you guys are all well aware of it before they drop, because this is definitely this is like a collector enthusiast dream. Man, this is so impressive. Huge fan of it. It's so satisfying. You know what? Hold on. Specs. We forgot to do that. I bet you it's 8 on the dot. Yep. 8 inches on the dot, unless you want to go all the way out to the back of this, which almost looks like it's like an extension of the backspacer. God, every time I pick this up, I find another area of this that's wild. So technically, hold on. Because that is still handle. It's about 8 1/4. The blade length is 3.6. Cutting edge is 3.5. A little over 3.5. Yeah, slightly over 3.5. Not a small knife. Unbelievably impressive. Wow. So cool. God. That's going to be it for today. Links for everything in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex and on TikTok at the_metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.